We're here at CES 2016. It's the beginning of a new year and the beginning of a lot of new technologies. For eLearn magazine, we're reporting on the newest and latest technologies in the consumer electronics channel. What's important to know here is that when you have a consumer electronic that ends up being adopted everywhere, you might have opportunities to use that in an e-learning setting. So for instance, if we look at new cases, that's probably not all that interesting to an eLearn magazine audience. But the world's first foldable mobile smart theater might be pretty interesting. So we're going to be looking at a few technologies that we hope will be making it onto the scene in most households in an effort to understand how best we can harness those technologies for the purposes of an electronic learning, online learning setting. Although the magazines are yeah.
How much video?
Okay, so this is called the Sci-Fi Labs Sync. And what happens here is that as the scenes change, the lighting around the scene changes. So I'll let him explain it.
Oh, I think you did the best. You're the best spokesman.
Okay,
That's
right.
definitely it. Just to show you a little bit of education around the Hugh Phillip lights and how you get them. All you have to do is just buy the Hugh Phillip lights. You download the app. You gotta have an Android or iOS. You install that as an app. You can get like the kit. You can get the light bulbs. You can also get the strips.
I see.
You install them into your house or your apartment. It will you when you go. It's a wireless connection, so it will automatically see the lights, the Hugh Phillip lights. Once you hit install, this programmer right here, this thing here hears the audio. This is how it knows to change the mood of the scene.
I see.
Yes.
So basically this will change the lighting around your display, whatever your display is.
And wherever you install the display.
And you only have a certain amount of content that's already pre-programmed, I assume?
Yes.
So it would have to be adapted if we were talking about doing something for an e-learn classroom where you were at home and you would have access to this, and we would have pre-programmed different lighting based on having some video in a class, having some lectures in a class, having some read content, text, things like that.
So right now, Sci-Fi Labs is just gearing towards sci-fi TV shows and films.
Of course, right.
But eventually I'm sure they're going to branch.
That's the idea. That's exactly right. Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
The demonstration is over.
All right, here's an interesting technology. Ceiling mount video projects onto your family dining room table and gives you the ability to play games or interact with technology and interact with objects in a variety of ways. How could we use this in an e-learning setting? One possible thought about this is something like chemistry labs, or being able to organize qualitative data in your research class. Virtual reality is all the rage at CES this year. How can we think about using it in electronic learning environments?
Your cell phone or your Xbox or Fire TV, anything at home.
Okay, anything at home.
Yeah, right. So they're here. Here's the HDMI, the collection alternate.
All right, I see.
So this one is the power bank and also the storage. USB. We have 16 gigabyte storage room. You can download music, game, or movie here. The power life is 5 to 7 hours. Actually, it can last for 3 movies. If you have long time business trip or long time driving, if you are a passenger, you can use that to kill time. It's pretty good.
The camera right here.
Okay, we're here at CES 2016. And we are in a booth about virtual reality. We happen to run across Dan, who's an eLearn magazine subscriber, just recently moving toward moving some of his courses for adult caregivers of Alzheimer's parents online. And so he's going to share a little bit about his journey over the last 18 years and the different aging of people in his population.
Well, basically what we found is that the World War II generation expected a certain type of care, and the baby boomers are actually aging differently. They expect technology, they want technology in their lives versus the World War II generation. So what I'm finding is through the 18 years of taking care of senior adults in their homes is is that a lot of families would benefit from having some type of education, especially adult children. The problem,
So caregiver education?
caregiver education. So if I'm struggling caring for my aging parent who has Alzheimer's, it's difficult to go to outside classes because I can't get away.
Right.
And what I'm finding is, as a content expert that I've learned in 18 years, having some of that availability online seems to be getting some legs from a lot of the client base and the daughters that I talk to.
You said that you've been offering these courses face-to-face.
Yeah, so we offer a lot of free training in our office, and we do get good attendance. Thank you. Yes. And so the problem I'm finding though is that the adult children are looking for resources to help them with the process of aging for their parents, dealing with Alzheimer's, dealing with Parkinson's, and the skill sets that go with that. And so access to that information in a live format is helpful, but technology is changing so much that having access to that via an e-learn method, I think is something that the baby boomers would benefit from.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's great. Well, thank you so much. It's so great to run into a subscriber here.
Yeah. Do you have your card? Or?
I do, thank you.
Okay.
Today, for our exploration of CES 2016 technologies and possible consumer electronics that may be applied to e-learning settings. Tomorrow we'll explore flexible displays, gaming technologies, and wearables. We look forward to having you tune in again tomorrow.